Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Now if I was to say to you, Ed Miliband and net zero, what would your immediate reactions be? Eco warrior or economy terrorist? Let's dig into the facts and see. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Hope you're all well, hope you're all having a good day. Now there's no doubt whatsoever that Ed Miliband and this Labour government are rushing headlong to net zero by 2030. But what's it going to cost us all? What's it going to take out of our pockets? Is Labour's big promise on clean power a direct threat to your wallet? That's the core of the argument against them, that Labour's 2030 clean power plan is a recipe for financial disaster, and critics are warning of massive bills, lost jobs and a weakened nation. Now there's no doubt whatsoever that the problems in the Middle East at the moment are driving our energy prices up, and that's going to be unavoidable till this problem is really sorted out. But did you know that the government charge 78% tax on the energy that we use? Just think about that, 78% of tax. Now, the government have said that they want to help, and they've put a 3-month price cap on the price of our energies. Right over summer, now it might be that I'm being a bit cynical here, but it's right over summer when the demand that we put on our energies is at its lowest. The government have been questions about whether that price cap will continue into the autumn and into the winter, and they've refused to answer that. My betting is that it'll carry on, and just when we need more energy, the price cap will be removed and we will start paying a lot more in the price of energy come the winter. The backlash against Labour's 2030 clean power plan has been brutal. The central argument is simple. What Ed Miliband and his party are promising is too much, too fast and too expensive. Critics, including politicians and newspapers, call it net zero fanaticism, a green dream that ignores the harsh reality of paying the bills. They argue it prioritises green targets over financial survival of ordinary families, and that is the crux of the matter. A huge point of contention is the North Sea. Opponents are furious about stopping new oil and gas projects, claiming it's crippling our own economy. And it is. Norway have dug 40 new oil wells in the last year. The UK has dug exactly 0. Their logic is that Britain will still need gas for years, even as we go green. To them, cutting our own production means deliberately choosing to buy more expensive energy from abroad, and that in turn increases our global footprint.
The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
If this fool started drilling for oil in the North Sea on our side, it would produce thousands of jobs, lots of revenue, lots of tax for the government, and God knows they need it. But for some reason, they just will not do it. So Ed Miliband and the government want to cover good farming land in solar panels and wind turbines. Now let me just give you a fact here that you may not know. We don't have the capacity to be able to store excess energy that these renewables produce. So what happens? We turn wind turbines off. But we still pay the suppliers for the wind turbines. Just take a guess at how much we paid them in 2025. Just have a guess. 100 million? 200 million? $500 million? No. We actually paid them £1.5 billion in 2025 just to turn the turbines off because they were producing energy that we couldn't store and couldn't use. How ridiculous is that? And then just take a guess at how much Ed Miliband's eco dream is going to cost us by 2030. Have a guess. 1 billion? 10 billion? 15 billion? No. It's going to cost us £125 billion. That's more than some small country's economy. We can't afford that. We don't have the technology. The infrastructure isn't there. We're going to spend billions on infrastructure. And this isn't just Labour's problem. This was Conservatives. A lack of investment in our infrastructure has caused us real problems. You've got out-of-touch politicians like Ed Miliband gambling with your money on a green dream that they can't deliver. You've got a clear problem. Your bills going up and the country becoming less secure, and they're offering a clear solution. Scrap the green targets, use our own gas and oil. This message is repeated daily, creating a constant feeling of financial alarm. The real danger is getting so bogged down in a political fight full of dodgy claims that we miss the opportunity. The debate boils down to this: a massive planned investment now for a future of stable energy prices versus the endless, unpredictable cost of staying hooked on the same fossil fuels that have already caused so much financial pain. The biggest risk isn't the cost of going green, it's the cost of doing nothing. Doing nothing means not drilling for oil when we need it now. And you can see why this messaging works, can't you? It hits a raw nerve. Everyone is worried about the cost of living. After the energy prices shocks we've all just lived through, the idea of a government deliberately making power more expensive sounds like economic madness. And when you hear you're paying a fortune for foreign gas while shutting down our own supply, it just doesn't add up. We're importing it from other countries, increasing our own carbon footprint, when we could be extracting it from our own supply from the North Sea, where there's billions and billions of barrels of North Sea oil and gas that we could be using to light our own fires, to warm our own homes. Now, I know that it's been said that we won't be able to extract anything until December at the earliest, but get started now. Get it done now. We're at the mercy of countries like Iran, who can just shut down the Straits of Hormuz whenever they like and strangle the world's economy. And believe you me, they will start doing that. That's the only weapon that they have left now, is to strangle the world's economy by stopping the supply of oil and natural gas and forcing the economies into collapse. We don't want that. We've not asked for that. We're not being asked our opinions on it. It's just been ignored all the time. The papers and other politicians and other people who know about these things are all being ignored by that zealot Ed Miliband. So what's your take? Is the financial risk of this plan being overblown, or are there real costs they're not telling us about? Let us know what you think in the comments, and if you want to keep cutting through the noise of big issues, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. And if you're not a subscriber, please do become a subscriber and hit that like button. Join us again very soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. See you again soon. Take care.